Okay. Anyways. So, hey, so people got fucking pissed off about the,
Bruce Lee fight scene.
which was the second best part of the movie.
Yep, besides the ending.
And I am going to do spoilers.
Oh, yeah.
It's been a week and motherfuckers got to get on the fucking ball.
Okay, so the ending, guys, is basically, everyone knows Tarantino loves the 60s. Like, he loved 1969. You could tell he thought it was, like, the greatest, year. So you could tell he didn't want to end. And
well,
honestly,
it was the year before. It was the year where the second golden age began.
Yeah, before
He's actually writing a book on, like, 1970.
Yeah. Before, of course, Manson decided to fuck everything up,
Now, did you see that coming?
In a way, I kind of didn't, but at the same time, I kind of did. I think
Me too.
like,
what did you think was going to happen?
I was starting to think that maybe, like, DiCaprio's character would get killed.
That's what I thought was going to happen.
Instead of...
Here's the giveaway. Here's the giveaway for me.
Yeah.
They started playing Vanilla Fudge.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, he's not going to fucking kill them. He's not going to show the fucking murders. Because I immediately thought of fucking Zodiac when he had the fucking Donovan song.
Yeah.
I was like, first of all, he ain't going to try and do something that somebody already did better. Second of all, that's just too fucking corny. Third, it took way too long to get up that fucking driveway.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
And I was like, and it gave you enough time to figure out, oh no, they're gonna murder Brad Pitt and Leonardo DiCaprio.
And the whole time it made the Manson family look like idiots the entire time.
Oh God, I think the fucking Manson family were stand-ins for his fucking critics.
Yeah.
Did you know fucking The Guardian wants to boycott that fucking movie?
Yeah.
And now all the fucking motherfuckers are complaining about the Bruce Lee scene.
Yeah, the Bruce Lee scene, honestly, if Tarantino does a lot of revisionist stuff, but also Bruce Lee was like the top of his game, so like basically that was just giving you more depth in the Brad Pitt's character, just how strong Brad Pitt's character was.
Yeah, I know.
So when it showed that scene, like it's fiction, it was basically a fictional account, and because of course Bruce Lee is like he was very cocky. Bruce Lee had to be.
Yeah, he was
at the time while he was doing that was because he knew how good he was. He was trying to make it big,
and he wasn't fucking breaking in, and that's gotta be fucking frustrating. And
he's
the feeling.
And everyone knows he's the baddest man on the planet. They even address it numerous times on the set that he's like the baddest man. So
but here's the other thing. He was a big Sonny Chiba fan.
Yeah.
Quentin Tarantino.
Yeah.
There's probably a lot of fucking kung fu people who he feels don't get the fucking spotlight, and so like even though he's a Bruce Lee fan, deflating his fucking image, which I think is kind of partially necessary, I think was kind of like a personal thing. Because listen, do you remember when they had the fucking Bruce Lee thing where he's playing ping pong?
Yeah.
With the nunchucks?
Yeah.
Did you think that was fucking real? That viral video?
I don't quite remember that, actually.
There was a viral video that went out where Bruce Lee was playing ping pong with nunchucks. And people thought it was a real film. But it was an ad for some fucking, I don't know, some kind of speakers or something.
Yeah.
So I think if there's anybody, if you're going to do a comedy and you want to deflate someone who's on a pedestal, there's and you're making a movie about 1969 and you need to have a backstory. I just think that was such a perfect fucking scene. That was just such a great fucking idea. And he seems to have a lot of great not as good as his dialogue isn't as good as it used to be, but his ideas are fucking fantastic.
Yeah. And easily it was the best, probably one of the better revisionists,
Well, does anybody do it quite like that? I mean, I remember seeing the fucking Inglourious Basterds ending.
In fact, he made a tribute to that in a lot of his older films. He made kind of a tribute, a winks to all those. DiCaprio's previous roles, they were all winks to his previous movies, like Inglourious Basterds, or like the other movies that he has made. Like you'll see, like in the when it's showing like Leonardo DiCaprio's character's career, it's showing a lot of those movies are references to Tarantino's old school films and stuff too.
Were they? I must have missed that. Like
what? Well, I mean the fact that when he has the eye patch on, he literally lights the Nazis on fire with the flamethrower and stuff. It's like
so that's a reference to Inglourious Basterds.
It's like, it was almost like Tarantino trying to show where he feels he belongs, his place in Hollywood blockbusters, because Tarantino, as good as he is, you gotta think that guy really has not gotten a lot of the.
No, well, he works within genres. He works within B-movie genres. I got this weird cable system now, and it's a channel called Tubi that's got a lot of these fucking movies. And I actually just saw a movie called Not Quite Hollywood, where he's a talking head on it about Aussie
no.
exploitation films.
Oh, awesome.
And he just speaks about it so expertly. I think he's just so obsessed with that. And that's what I really liked about this movie is the first time he doesn't use a genre.
Yeah.
It's just a fucking... But here's the thing about the historical revisionism. Him doing it twice, which I thought was, in a way, like, I never thought he would repeat himself. That's the one thing. That's why I thought he was going to do a sincere depiction of the murders.
Yeah.
But I don't know why I didn't see that coming from the beginning. But I mean, I guess it was just I thought he would repeat himself and stuff. So, how do you feel about how do you feel about his foot fetish scenes?
That's Tarantino being Tarantino.
Yeah, I know, but this time he fucking jammed that hippie's feet like right into the fucking camera.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't like talking about that shit, but everybody fucking knows it. So I knew he was gonna fucking do some shit like that. So I thought the Manson family were fucking stand-ins for his critics, and here's why: Lena Dunham was a member of the Manson family.
Yeah.
And then, when they were sitting in the back seat of the car, the sexy Sadie starts talking about how they were raised on violence.
Yeah.
And almost like excusing their violence by the television that they watched.
Yeah.
And that's something that really pisses him off.
Yeah.
If you've ever seen footage of him reacting to critics doing that.
Yeah.
So I thought the Manson family were stand-ins. So he was almost getting revenge on the very same people, like at The Guardian, who were advocating for this canceled Quentin Tarantino.
And of course, also what he did was basically, when you think about it, he showed Hollywood, but he also showed that Hollywood, like, you know, is kind of the fairy tale that we want to be, as well as the fairy tale that's not really. Like,
There's the fairy tale that he wanted.
Yeah, the fairy tale he wanted, and the fairy tale that it never got to be because of what the Mansons did. It basically gives you what it could have been, you know?
Yeah.
Which was kind of cool, like, that he did that, you know? It's like,
where the
he never wanted the 60s to end, you could tell.
Yeah.
He was like, he showed what a fairy tale would look like Hollywood style, basically.
He literally created an actor for himself that he romanticizes.
Yeah.
Like in the same way, like he would romanticize Robert Forster or John Travolta, and like literally, and gave him that chance. Because he's always like talking about actors that don't get fucking appreciated enough.
Yeah.
And so he like literally created like a failed Clint Eastwood, and then like wanted to fucking show how it's funny that he went over and he used all those Eurocrime. There's also another documentary on Tubi about Eurocrime, Italian crime films.
Yeah.
They don't have television in Italy. That's why they pump out all those spaghetti westerns and those spaghetti fucking crime movies.
Yeah.
But I forgot what else I was gonna fucking say. Oh yeah. What's your favorite Tarantino movie now after this?
Honestly, I'd probably have to say I still really like Pulp Fiction. Like, that really is, like, in my opinion, it's always for me between Pulp Fiction and Reservoir Dogs.
I always bounce around. I go Jackie Brown for a while. It was fucking Kill Bill, the first one, and then Kill Bill, the second one. And then eventually I ended up going back to fucking Pulp Fiction because I always remember this. Pulp Fiction was the only movie he ever made that I saw 4 times in a row.
Yeah.
It's also one of the few movie experiences I had where I got an adrenaline rush at the beginning.
Yeah.
Like, when me and my friends fucking saw that movie, we got such fucking hard-ons when she pulled that gun out and fucking said that opening line.
Yeah.
And the fucking Dick Dale song came out. It's fucking dope. Yeah, that was a good fucking movie. That was funny, too, man.
Yeah.
It was so fucking funny. Just the fucking beatings. It's supposed to be a comedy, but I only really laughed when the fucking Bruce Lee scene happened. And when he started bashing the fucking lady's face into the fucking thing, and I just went, oh shit, this is some Monty Python shit, like in Hateful Eight.
Yeah, this is Tarantino going full Tarantino, you know?
Well, yeah. Well, he never really did that up until
it was probably one of his least gorier films until that end. That ending was like just fucked up. That ending,
dude. When she was in that fucking pool, dude, I was dying. And,
yeah,
and then he goes, I had a flamethrower in my tool shed.
Yeah.
And I love all the hippie bashing. The hippie bashing was just glorious, dude. When he starts yelling at them in the fucking driveway and he's got the fucking margarita in his hand, he's wearing his robe, he's like, you fucking hippies. That shit was so fucking good. I got an idea for a movie called Hippies! It's about Ed Asner and Art Carney are living in this fishing community and they're retired. and all these hippies just start congregating there. But they're not actually doing anything.
Yeah.
But the movie poster would have Art Carney and Ed Asner with their backs to each other, wearing like fishing hats, and blasting shotguns at hippies who just have like flowers and shit.
Yeah.
And surrounding them.
Yeah, and oh shit, it's 10:30.
Okay.
Yeah, so. Alright, I just wrote the feature's probably